if COVID-19 was a coronavirus, then it would have an exotic name for a new pathogen, and not the name of the same, like, coronavirus and the next year. Like, oh, next year it's this, an evolution, next year it's that. Delta, Gamma. They would have an exotic name. Trust that. They got writer's block. Fucking, it's because it's not coronavirus. It's not a coronavirus. A coronavirus, the cold, the flu. No, the cold is rhinovirus. Rhinovirus is a coronavirus. The flu is a coronavirus. Coronavirus, COVID. COVID is not a coronavirus. So, what am I? I'm anti what? Anti everything. I'm just a grouch. Because I want to process. Not like your mask can process viruses. I actually don't process, okay? It goes right through, like, everything you're saying. I'm not listening. I'm talking. Fucking, you can't look at it though, huh? I'm not gonna tell you to disprove me. I'm just gonna say, look at it, bro. When was the okay, Spanish flu that was wearing a mask, right? Makes sense. Bureaucracy, like, copy everything. So they made a copy of toxoplasmosis and a copy of the response that they wanted to see people have, which would be Spanish flu. Because when people get into all this stuff, they'll be prefacing something that didn't behave the same way. So you could say, well, look, your inaccuracies, this and that, we still don't know what it is. Like, but you could know that parasites are agents of mind control, like, because they have to be able to hook up to a creature's body to make him climb to the top of a blade of grass so that he would be eaten by a rabbit or a goat, or make him jump in the water so that they could swim out, like, and go to the next stage of their metamorphosis and everything. Because I don't even think that they're aware that they exist, so they don't know that the next stage that they're going to is going to be their, you know what I'm saying, eventual demise or whatever. But they don't have a demise, they just do a cycle. Like, they go from one cycle to another cycle. They live in phases. Some organisms can elect immortality. Of course, the environment that they live in would kill us. So if we can comprehend that it chooses instead of multiplying, to just live a really long time, and then the cell division, it would just break off into it would just create young cell flesh or something, like young cell matter, and then break off, right? And it's like 200 degrees or some shit. The people that are like, I'm with science and shit like that, and they're turned off to a lot of shit because they're more embarrassed that the guy that or something, and like that, like, get into something that you're interested in too. I was interested in the Mycological Society. I wasn't interested in Krishnamurti. But at some point in time, they're going to come together, and yoga flying and fucking Nexiums and, you know. I mean, it's like Nexium is not Lysergic University. Like, those are different, totally different kind of people. But I'm sure Nexium could like what was going on at Lysergic University the same way Hunter S. Thompson would like what was going on with black metal. He was like, damn, I could get into that. I'm not an expert into it, but I could get in. The Theosophical Society is in a state that they have been left with dealing with all of this information. That they are actually interested in tracking down a remnant or a sect of Freemasonry that arose out of Africa. So, you know what I'm saying? They could find the high priest and send Blavatsky's horse to go and a little massage. They want to touch him. It has to do with savage preservation and resisting indoctrination and throwing off the polarity of Jupiter. So then Jupiter came under attack because the Christ energy is residing on Jupiter. The humans fired some sort of, you know, you like trap energy in a circle, pin in a phi symbol of the phi system. They carved light, trap energy. They were gonna project the energy to Jupiter to try to knock it off of its polarity. We can that shit goes back before, like, to the creation of Islam. Like, there's some something of a there, like, Islam is Germanic, and it's like a convergence of roots magic, which is basically the liberal arts applied to botany, that had a regionally specific its application was specific to a location in South Africa, and the it's a convergence of, like, trying to apply to the Germanic people something that came from South Africa that, you know what I'm saying, would contrive the astral plane, you know, because it didn't work for botany anymore. It didn't work for botany. We find things like, don't know the purpose, what it's for, you know what I mean? Like, what's that called? I forget the name of those, like, these rare books, or, like, you know, the manuscripts or something like that, and we don't know what they were used for, what they refer to, who wrote them, like. And you don't have my word. It's not word is born or anything. What I'm saying is I'm thinking along these lines, but they are very vague lines. So you don't have to believe what I'm saying. Take it for a word is born or anything like that. But Islam is a convergence of Germanic and South African aspects of those cultures. You're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I don't care. I have to be right for myself, and shit. I'm sharing some thought process, and some of my thought processes I can imagine are probably going to be shed when I find better shit, you know. And if clear things up, I go into abatement. I can handle it. Some people don't know when they're in abatement. They try to make other people abate their concepts and shit. That's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it, right? I mean, if you know better than I do, then you could either be at a place where you will like where I'm coming from, then want to better inform me, or you could be like, oh, you're an asshole. Like, good luck with that. You could good luck.